Hey you guys, Katie here for another really fun activity that can help calm your nervous system. So I'm going to teach you guys how you can decrease anxiety, decrease overwhelm, calm your nervous system with just a few activities that you can do all by yourself. So we're gonna talk about self-compression, right? Giving ourselves hugs, right? Self-massage, maybe even getting under your favorite blanket or cuddling up with a pet or your favorite stuffed animal. All of those things help calm our nervous system because those tactile cues that we receive from touch produce a lot of dose chemicals, dopamine, oxytocin, which is the love hormone, and serotonin. And we know when we produce those chemicals throughout our body, it in effect turns on our parasympathetic nervous system. And we always want to think about our parasympathetic nervous system in two ways. It's like a parachute, right? So when it's coming down, it starts to slow you down. Also, many of you guys know the parasympathetic nervous system as the rest and digest part of the nervous system. So giving yourself a hug or curling up in bed can actually help calm your nervous system. So a few exercises that we can do, maybe if you're out in public, if you're out at dinner or in a work meeting or something like that, you might want to start really small, right? So maybe you just clasp your hands together and you just grip your hands and do some gentle squeezes to give yourself a little bit of compression. You can always move up the arms into your forearms, just some gentle compression, some gentle squeezes here. And then obviously you might cross your arms. You might give yourself a little hug. You might even tuck your chin in towards your chest. Just some nice compression. Obviously, you can do that down into your legs as well. If you've got really good balance, maybe you do it standing. If you don't have the best balance, if you're not an Olympic gymnast, that's okay. You can sit down and you can just compress throughout those legs as well, okay? So we've got that option to just give ourselves some love and some hugs. Some other options are, obviously, go to someone else if you can, ask for a hug from them. And maybe ask for a hug that lasts a little bit longer than normal. That's always really great for producing that oxytocin. You can always also go back, get into bed. Maybe you set a timer, right? You've had a really stressful day. You've got an event coming up later. You got to take the kids to soccer, whatever it might be. And maybe you just say, all right, I'm going to go get in bed, pile on a couple blankets, and I'm going to set a timer for 15 minutes, and I'm just going to allow myself to be here and fully savor the feeling of that compression of the blankets on top of me. That can always be really helpful. My personal favorite, I actually have a weighted stuffed animal that I love, and I'll lay in bed or I'll sit in a chair and I'll just put it on top of me. I'll put it on my lap, I'll hug it, I'll squeeze it really tight, so then we're getting that like inverse effect, right? I'm giving it compression, but it's also giving me compression, especially around my mid area. All of these activities are gonna pump you full of those dose chemicals and help calm your nervous system. If you have any other ideas of self-compression or just of compression in general, right? You can go and get a massage, and that's gonna be always really helpful. Leave some comments below. Give people some other ideas of ways that they can practice this.